have received new robotic siege technology, Hierarch. Please make your selection.
Let's go Wrathwalkers. This is going to be a campaign about finding out all the goodness of Tal'Darim. Apparently I'm only allowed to get Temporal Field. Oh man, the Purifier is going to get bopped, ain't it? Wrathwalkers versus Purifiers?
Can now be warped in at our Stargate.
That's a good matchup.
Ideal for intercepting foes in the
I thought this was the other mission.
Well done, Phase Smith. We will make good use of them.
It's not even going to be able to attack it, is it? You think Warp and Reinforcement would be better if it replaced the Vorazun pylon? The Cloaking Pylon would probably be super OP. The Vorazun one, because the AI in the campaign already has a very hard time dealing with cloaked things. And most attack waves do not send detection. So it'd be really, really easy to win. I don't think it'd be good.
These reckless Terrans must be stopped. Slay them all.
Did Synergy put this here? Or is this here for Reapers? There's like a double cliff that is specifically built that you can walk up. Which means that it is time for Wrathwalkers. I mean, it's perfect.
Phase Crew. Channel the light of Io.
Gotta give them a little poke. I mean, maybe we're just going to be able to clear this whole area out with 3 Void Rays and there won't be any point for the Wrathwalker here. But you know what? It's okay. Okay, that was hard. I do need to make sure I don't lose anything, though. Am I going to lose a Void Ray to a Sentry? I lost a Void Ray to a Sentry. I may be the first person in history to do that. That's hilarious.
They'll fire on the settlement any second now. Get clear.
Does Guardian Shield stop the Void Ray beam? Yes. It reduces the Void Ray damage by 2, and the Void Ray only does 6 damage. So it is a 33% reduction. Sentries are impressively good against Sky Toss. I guess that's a tip. If you are ever in a PvP situation and you're playing against Sky Toss and you're going the Archon Stalker route, make sure to have not just a sentry, but like 4 or 5. Because you need to make sure that they can't easily snipe them, and the damage reduction is actually absurd. It turns Sky Toss from overpowered to a joke.
You require my skill. State thy bidding. Your allies are in battle.
Oh, that's 4 carrier. I guess. How does time stop work? Do I want to hit the interceptors? I think so. Well, this fight is very weird. But we're gonna win. That's all that matters. Maybe. Oh no, one more shot!
That was too close. Thanks.
No, don't!
Go to waste.
Synergy! I promise this composition will be good at some point. We're just not there yet. Maybe once I get like 7 Wrathwalkers, they'll be good. I need some energizers. And a couple defensive batteries, yeah. I almost lost everything as a result of that screen steal.
They've almost reached the next base. Hurry!
Okay, I'm fine. Wait. Does this work? No, okay. Because that would have been hilarious. I mean, it was worth a shot, right? You can't learn until you try. I don't think it changes at all. In fact, look, it doesn't even have a movement speed or anything. We want move, follow around that guy, then try to get him out of the control group. And I think that my sieging ability should be able to pretty easily crush this part.
They'll fire on the settlement any second now. Get clear!
We just got to do the Wrathwalker dance. Wrathwalkers are basically the professional dancers of the Protoss world, if you think about it, for only about 2 seconds and then stop thinking about it. I like that the Tal'Darim are very artistic, you know? Such high culture in society. The Daylom have no time for dance. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah, these attack waves are definitely way bigger than normal. Oh, and these Colossus are way stupider than normal.
Ship's gonna burn up. The Protoss are killing us.
1, 2, 3. Target the carriers first. Then we start doing the kite. Uh-oh. So I'm going to give this strategy like a 4 out of 10. It's not very good. It's like vaguely functional, and I don't think I'm going to lose with it. You know, I'll give it a 5 for that. Because it's not dead, but it's definitely not what I had envisioned in my head. And yes, I'm pretty sure the Descendants would have owned this. They would have just machine gunned everything to death and my life would have been easy. Looks like we're doing this again. One battery heals another battery. The other battery heals the Wrathwalker, and the Wrathwalkers kill the enemies. It's the perfect combo. Kind of. It is funny whenever you have a unit that can shoot ground and air units, and you're like, wow, every single time I just wish this were a Marine. There is nothing in the universe that a Marine does worse than other people in these circumstances. I guess if they hit me with a Psy Storm, I'd be really happy that I have these Wrathwalkers instead of Marines. Okay, they're purifying. I do genuinely think this final base will be pretty easy, and I think the Purifier fight will also be pretty easy.
They'll fire on the settlement any second now. Get clear!
Yeah, this part's great, actually. Being able to kite everything works out really nice. Okay, let's grab everybody and be in a defensive position to deal with the Purifier. That is a lot of Sky Toss. Bring these guys down here. Oh, they are going to die. Oh, they're doing their thing. They're doing the move command. Take what we can out. Oh, these fools.
Thank you.
Okay.
Those Protoss almost got us.
There he goes! That's awesome! I've never seen that before. That's so cool. Sorry, I know I'm easily entertained by dumb stuff. But it's just like the attention to detail. They could have had it just go off that way. But they wanted it to go over your base because they thought it would be cooler. And holy crap, what base. One more shot.
Our pylon is under attack.
I'm just gonna dive it. We'll see how it goes. Oh, can I hit it with this now? Yeah, give that 50% move and attack speed debuff. Because it's heroic, it doesn't get fully stunned. I knew that fight would be easy. Oh! I punched my cord.
The Protoss are retreating. You've done it.
Yeah, I did it with my mass void rays.
Defiance. You shall suffer the fate that awaits all unbelievers.
Where are we going next? I bet it's Cutthroat. No, it's going to be the other split mission, isn't it? Why would I think it's Cutthroat? Haven's Fall. Just like I predicted.
We have received new robotic siege technology, Hierarch. Please make your
Could this be a Zealot Archon mission? This could be a Zealot Archon mission. Because you want to be fast, right? You want to just go running on through, killing all the infested. And there's no faster composition than Zealot Archon. Well, that's actually a complete and total lie. I don't know. I'm going to try it.
These Zerg are truly as tenacious as the archives claim. Their infestation already spreads across the surface.
Void rays can now be warped in at our Stargate. They are ideal for intercepting foes in the battle ahead.
Well done, Phase-Smith. We will make good use of them.
And don't worry, Mr. K. I actually know exactly what mission that I want to go mass tickle beams on. I've already thought of that. I think it'll be pretty good. You need a lot of gas for that, though. I wonder how the Island of Love down here works. I hope that it does its things. But I have a feeling it won't. I don't know if it's actually supposed to be a heart-shaped island, but I think it was Jay Barino or maybe someone in chat that said it was. Wait, he took all the gas off the island. Synergy? You jerk? There's usually 600 gas here. What's up with the music being wonky? What's wrong with the music? Is the music okay for everybody else, or is something going on? It's A-okay. Alright, as long as it's not garbled or something. Oh, I bet I can own this area, huh? Triple Void Ray? Yeah, no problem. Because they'll send out, like, a couple melee units that usually are a pain for the Vikings, but definitely not for Voids. And the faster you deal with all these, the easier the mission becomes. It's kind of one of those ones that exponentially gets more difficult or easier, because each one that gets captured spawns more and more stuff over time, including those darn aberrations that are really, really tanky. Oh, Hydras. Oh, my boys. They were too young to be destroyed by a Zergling surround. They're only 830. Might not have been the best auto attack warp in. Get him, my Templar! 2 kills! 3 kills! 5 kills! I just High Templar auto attacked 5 guys to death. That's not supposed to happen. What a legend. Oh man, he's gonna be great when he's an Archon. Alright, bud. Let's get you healed up. Thank you for your service. There's always a hero on this mission. It's never one that everybody puts in equal effort. Next community challenge was get 20 kills with High Templar auto attack only. There was that community challenge run, if anybody remembers it, where the challenge was to get 50 kills on a High Templar, or have High Templar get 50 kills, is what the phrasing of the challenge was. So I stacked up 50 probes and sent them into an enemy High Templar. It was on one of the Protoss missions in Wings of Liberty, so it was a PvP. And I'm pretty sure people wanted me to use my own my own High Templar to get 50 kills, but I was like, that's too much work. It's much easier to make 50 probes. Let's go save these guys. Does he keep the kills? That is a great question. Yes, he does. It looks like High Templar get the cumulative sum of the kills of the people they're made out of. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't know that. I definitely gotta get shield upgrades because Archons. We're going to use the Voids to target down the Broods, and the Archons are going to murder the Broodlings and the Mutalisks. That's a pretty easy fight. Freedom.
Thanks.
Aren't you supposed to have 3 gas geysers on this mission? Are there mods here? I don't think that there's a mod. At least it says there's one not connected to chat, but it doesn't always. Oh, I guess there is. I'm pretty sure Twitch's thing that tells you if your mods are online just always says no for me. Because I've never seen it go to 2. It always just says Nightbot is my only mod. Oh no, I've made a grave mistake. Maybe I haven't. Okay. It was just a minor mistake.
This hive cluster has fallen. Continue on, brothers.
Was there just one infested Terran there that was holding everything up? Perfect. Hey, Max Presto is subscribing for the 6th month. Oh, for 6 months in advance at tier 1. Why, thank you. I really appreciate it. I thought we were having a half anniversary, but I guess we will in 6 months. This composition's actually working out really well. I just love Zealot Archon. I wish that it was more viable as a I'm gonna die here.
This hive cluster has fallen. Continue on, brothers.
I wish it was more viable as a composition in 1v1, because I really like the whole, like, being able to be out on the map, super active, controlling stuff. Almost like Terran Bio does, or one of the faster, like, Lingbane Muta type strats, just being able to constantly be active. It just isn't quite good enough. Because Roach Ravager just crushes it, and it's good against Terran until EMP comes out, so if they just turtle until they get EMP, then you instantly die. It's good in PvP, though. Let's get more pylons out. This creep is never going to reseed. I don't even want this base. I mean, I do want the base, but I'm never going to get it. So I'm going to do the same thing again, where we A-move the army in, and then we micro the voids independently in order to target stuff down. Why'd I get energizers with Archons? Thought Sentries synergize better with Archons because it's COB gen. You might be right. However, against Broodlings, I want the fastest attack speed possible in order to bust through the wall of Broodlings. Because Broodling encounters tend to be very binary. Either you have enough damage output to bust through and get under the Broodlords, or you don't, at which point there's just an infinite wall. And I want to be able to avoid that infinite wall scenario as much as possible, because it's pretty devastating. I didn't think the Void Rays would survive as long as they did. That was part of it. They've done a really good job at assassinating the Broods. I kind of thought they would die after, like, mission, or after Fight 2 or something, when I was clearing this area. I have a campaign question. It seems like every time you go into a mission, you think of a strategy, then there's a surprise moment that just kills everything. How can you formulate a strategy without knowing what comes beforehand? I think that the best way to come up with strategies on the fly is to be conservative with your strategy, in that you have a... like, almost as if you use your strategy as an accent to a good composition instead of the main composition. And make sure that you have a really good anchor unit working on it. Sorry, there's an attack wave coming up here, and I'm trying to figure out exactly how big it was so I can kill it where it's going. Oh my gosh! I have no way to reinforce that easily. So, for example, if your thought was, I'm going to go mass... was a good example.
This hive cluster has fallen. Continue on, brothers.
If you say you're going to go mass Goliath, then make sure that you have other good factory units to be working with it, so that in case something crazy comes up, you'll be able to deal with it more easily. I think one of the biggest things that happens most of the time is, at least in my experience, I like get a new unit and I want to use that unit and it's the first unit on the factory or something. And then I have my factory upgrades, I have a bunch of that unit, and then there's like an army that I need something else to beat. So I try to wait until I have a tech path moderately fleshed out before I go all in on it. If that makes sense. So I didn't, I mean, I guess I went Mass Immortals in the Robo one, but that one is ground attack upgrades. But for example, right here, I'm not going full air because there could be like mass fungals or something. I don't know, Synergy could have put Scourge in for all I know. And I don't have any other air units that could help deal with that, so instead I focus on ground. And then once I get the Phoenix, once I get, I don't know, some other air unit, then I'll feel comfortable making my strategy more air-based. You just gotta make sure that you have depth in your composition. Wow, this has been a fast mission. Usually this mission takes me like half an hour, and we are at sub 20. What's the best toss counter to mass mech? Carriers and Immortals. If you're talking 1v1, then carriers force your opponent to go into the non-siege tank, and then Immortals just own Thors. They almost always end up on a big Thor composition in order to beat your carriers, because nothing else really does it that mech has. And then you're just like, LOL, 4 Robo Immortal A move, and the Thors just get owned so hard. Have a good one, Interstellar Marines. Yeah, that was a really good mission. I just made Zealots, made Archons, and crushed everything, in a way. 79 kills! 80! 81. Was this the OG? The guy that got 5 High Templar kills? I'm pretty sure it was.